Hello, grade 4. I hope you are all fine. Today we are going to start a new genre. It's newspaper report. Now I want you all to open your Collins books, page 18, and let's get started. So you all have your Collins books now? Okay. On page 18, you are going to find this text. I want you all to have a look at the text and tell me where can we find such a text. Look at the layout. It's so special and unique. Just have a look and tell me where can we find such a text with such a special and unique layout. Rauda, yes, you said in newspaper. Yes, very good. So here we have a newspaper report, and we can find newspaper reports in newspapers. A newspaper report give information about what's happening around us in the world, and they follow a certain structure, and they have some unique features. So here you have a newspaper report, and we can find it in newspapers. Let's just have a closer look and analyze each part of our text. So here, your text is presented in paragraphs, written in 2 columns with a bold headline. The postman spat with a black and white cat. This is the headline. And the headline of any newspaper report, it's the title of the report. It gives the reader like a brief and clear message about the story. So here, if you read your headline, you are going to know that you here in the text you have a spat. A spat means like an angry fight with the postman and a cat. And next we have this line by Roy Bovey. This is the reporter's name, and we have another name for that line. We can call it a boy line. Of course, you know that before writing these reports, the reporter has to have like some interviews with people related to the story. He investigates and tries to find more about the story he's writing about. And then after collecting some information, he's now ready to write the report. So this is why we have here the name of the reporter, and we call this a byline. And after this part, your first paragraph, we call this an introduction. We have another name. We can call it an opening sentence or an orientation. Again, our first paragraph, we call it an introduction. We can also call it an opening sentence or an orientation. In this paragraph, it introduces the story by answering the 5 main questions: what, who, where, when, and why. So the reporter here is going to answer 5 questions. So the reader, when just reading the first paragraph, he has like a summary about the story. So he knows or he decides whether he's going to read the report or he's not interested about the story, so he's not going to read the report. After this, we have body paragraphs. And the body paragraphs are like mini paragraphs, and they tell us like more details about the story. Each paragraph like tells one part of the story, and paragraphs help the reader clearly understand the information about the story. So here we have details about the story, and then we have what's this? It's a photograph. Yes, with the caption, "Beware of the cat." And such photographs, they give the reader a snapshot about what happened in the story. Okay, and again, we are going to have more details and more body paragraphs telling more about the story. Okay, so let's revise again. Okay, so a newspaper report, you have a headline. This is the bold and most attractive and catchy part of your article or report. And then you have the byline. This is the reporter's name. And then you are going to have an introduction or an opening sentence or the orientation. And this is the paragraph that answers like most of the questions, our 5 questions: what, who, where, when, and why. And then you have many body paragraphs that are going to tell more details about the story, and you can include a photograph that gives you like a snapshot of what happened in your story. Okay, now let's move just part by part and analyze it. Okay, let's start with the headline. The postman spat with a black and white cat. And we said that spat is a word that means an angry fight. So here your headline, it should attract your reader's attention. It should be like bold, and the words should like attract the reader and catch his eyes. Your headline should give a brief and clear message. Just brief and clear. No like many words telling you about the story. No, brief and clear message, just to the point. And it's not a full sentence. Your headline, it's not a full sentence, just a short and snappy phrase about the story. And then the writer can create like some music by using sound devices or rhyme like we have here. Listen to the headline: the postman spat with a black and white cat. So it seems that the two words spat and cat, they rhyme together. And this also like catches the reader's attention. Let's now start reading the text together. Just hold your pen or pencil and follow with me, please. Thank you, guys. Okay. So, The Postman Spat with a Black and White Cat by Roy Povey. Okay. Friendly Pet is fiercer than a Rottweiler. She looks as if butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. But Snoopy, the cat, has developed a taste for blood. Human blood. Okay, let's discuss like some new words here. The word spat, we just said earlier that it means angry fight. What does this expression mean? When you say butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. So we have a pet cat here. Her name is Snoopy, and she seems to be friendly, cute, and kind, and so. But I think in real life, in fact, she's not. She's like wild and fiercer. Fierce here means wild. So the cat is fiercer than a Rottweiler. So what does this expression mean? Butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Any suggestions? Guys, we're working from Collins, page 18. Okay? So what does this expression mean? It's dangerous, Rose? Yes, dangerous in what way? She's cool. Arwa Snoopy, this is the name of the cat. Wild cat, Rose. Okay, let's see here. This expression means when you say butter wouldn't melt in her mouth, it means someone who appears to be innocent but is in fact unkind. The idea is that the person is so calm, cool, and collected that butter wouldn't even melt in his mouth. So the cat here, she seems to be quite like innocent and cute and so, but in fact, she's not. She's dangerous and harmful. And just look here at this sentence that, but Snoopy, this is the name of the cat has developed a taste for blood, human blood. Do you think this is real, that the cat develops a taste of blood? No, yes. Okay. I think this is not true. It's just a way to attract the reader attention. So you say, a cat can develop a taste for blood. Okay, I just will go on and read more to know more about the story. Let's just read more and just see if it's correct or no. Okay. Every morning she lies in wait. Every morning she lies in wait for the postman and chases him off the premises as savagely as any guard dog. So premises here means, it means a building and the area of land that it is on. So every morning the cat chases the postman out of the area. Okay. Premises means the building of area of land that it is on. So the cat chases the man out of the area that the house is on. And the word savagely means wildly or viciously. Snoopy's owner, Palma Biram, said, "My daughter-in-law saw him going up the road one day with the cat hanging off his trouser leg. He was absolutely terrified." Okay, so let's just analyze the first part. So, an introduction, this is the first paragraph. We said this, our first paragraph is an introduction or a lead into the reporter's story. And the second one, it's more details about the 5 questions: what, who, when, and where. So here, what's happening? A cat seems to be wild, not quite and so, and she chases a postman every morning. He comes to deliver the mail. Who? Between the cat and the postman. When? This is every morning. And where? Out of the premises. Okay? Then this part, this is a quote by the cat's owner telling more about the story. Okay, now I want to ask you a question. Okay? Why do you think having, or what is the purpose of adding quotes? So in your newspaper report, what's the purpose or the function or the aim of adding quotes? So quotes like this one in our third paragraph, they are included to give the reader the viewpoint of someone involved in the story. So you include quotes to give your reader the point of view or the opinion of some people involved in the story. Like this quote, we have like some spoken words from the owner of the cat. She's commenting and telling about her daughter-in-law seeing the cat chasing the postman. Okay. And quotes make the story credible. And credible means able to be believed. So I'll give you an example. If I give you now two stories, story one, I will tell you the events of the story, just events of the story. This story, I didn't see it. I just have heard about it or I have read about it. And I just come and tell you all about the story, just events. This is story one. Story two, I have investigated and asked people who were involved in the story or they have witnessed or seen the story. And in my story, I will include the quotes of what those people have said using like their own. I mean, which one of these two stories you are going to be likely to believe? Story one, just telling events, or story two, just asking people involved in the story and witnessed the story, and I just include their quotes. Which one you are going to believe? Yes, of course, the story number two, because it gives you like real opinions or comments of people who were there or related to the story. So just remember that quotes make a story credible, able to be believed. Okay. Now let's move to the following paragraphs. Now Royal Mail chiefs have banned deliveries to Snoopy's home in High Wycombe Bucks and ordered Mrs. Bram to keep her cat under control. Snoopy's behavior has puzzled everyone in the quiet street. For 23 hours a day, the 14-year-old cat is happy to act her age and doze peacefully by the fire. Okay, let's discuss some new vocabulary here. Banned means, yes, forbid or stop. So New Royal Mail Chiefs, this is the name of the agency. They stopped deliveries to Snoopy's home. Okay, so the cat dozed peacefully by the fire. Doze means to sleep lightly. Okay. But when postman Colin Summerfield begins his round, the friendly bundle of black and white fur, who's the bundle of black and white fur? Yes, this is the cat. So the friendly bundle of black and white fur is transformed, is changed into the feline equivalent of a rampaging Rottweiler. So let's discuss some vocabulary here. Okay, so the word feline means the cat. Okay, so it transformed into the feline, the cat. Equivalent means equal. Of a rampaging, rampaging means like angry, wild, and violent. Rottweiler. Rottweiler, this is a wild kind of German dogs. Okay, so just when the cat sees the postman, she just in a minute, she turns into as if she's like a wild, angry, and violent dog. Okay, so Mrs. Bram, 51, said, I once saw Snoopy stalk across the lawn and hide behind a fir tree in the front garden. As the postman, he's about 5 feet 4 inches, strolled up the drive. Then she pounced on him. I can't understand it. She's just a family pet. who has never done anything like this before. Perhaps she doesn't like it because the male blocks her cat's flap. 51, Limar, this is her age, okay? She's 51 years old, okay? Okay, let's discuss some new vocabulary here. Stalk, when you stalk, it means to move in a threatening way, as if watching the postman, okay? And flap, just wait, Rauda, you'd find everything. Flap means an opening in the door. Yes, so the owner thinks that just the cat attacks the postman because maybe the male blocks her cat flap. They have like an opening in the door. This is for the opening for the cat. Okay, let's analyze those few paragraphs. So in this in this paragraph, this is the reaction taken by the chiefs of Royal Mail. Chiefs means like the boss. So here they stopped deliveries to that house because they have like somehow a dangerous cat. Okay, and in these two paragraphs you have the reporter is commenting on how the cat's behavior changes when she sees the postman. You have here like a cat spending the most of her day sleeping and being quiet and calm and friendly, cute and so, but just it changes in a second when she sees the postman every morning. She turned into like a wild, dangerous kind of dog. Yes. What's the meaning of bounce? Jump, to jump. Okay. And this paragraph, this is a quote said by an eyewitness. An eyewitness, this is a very important word, just related to newspaper reports. Witness means when you see something, and eye, of course, you know the meaning of eye. So eyewitness is somebody who just sees the events of the story or just sees everything with his own eyes. So we can call him or her an eyewitness. So who is the eyewitness here? Yes, the owner of the cat. This is the eyewitness. And the reporter included a quote said by an eyewitness, which is the woman, Mrs. Brand. This paragraph, yes, this paragraph includes facts and opinions. Okay, so our newspaper reports, they just mostly are made of facts because the reporters are telling a real story about anything. Okay, so but here the last sentence, perhaps she doesn't like it because the male blocks her cat flap. This is an opinion sentence. This is an opinion sentence. Why? Because your quotes, you can include, the reporter can include quotes, yes, and quotes can be like commenting on the events and so. So while commenting, the person who's saying this quote can just give his own opinion. So here we have an opinion sentence, okay? Okay, now let's move to the next column. Remember that our newspaper is out of 2 columns. We finished just reading the first one and then we go to the other one. Okay, let's read this. I feel really sorry for the postman, but I can't keep her in all the day. And she's not a dog, so you can't put her on a lead. Now our letters are are being delivered next door, and I'm fed up having to go and collect them in the rain or snow. Her daughter-in-law, Liz, 27, said she had witnessed several attacks on the postman. She added, "One day I saw him running across the grass shouting, 'Get off! Get off!' He was scared of the cat. I think she really hurt him." A Royal Mail spokesman said it was the first time he had heard of a cat attacking a postman. Okay, so what does the word spokesman mean? It means someone who speaks for a person or a company. Okay, so the spokesman here is the person who speaks for the Royal Mail. Okay, let's go on reading. He added, "Our first priority is the safety of our employees. He has been hurt quite badly. A cat can do just as much damage as a dog." An embarrassed Mr. Summerfield declined to discuss the matter yesterday. "I have just got to get on with the job," he said. Okay, so priority here means things that someone cares about and things are important. So the spokesman said this is our first priority, our first thing we care about is employee, means the person who works for another person or for a company. So their first or main important thing is to keep their workers safe. Okay, then we have the word declined. Declined means to refuse. Okay, so the postman didn't want to just comment on what happened. Okay. Okay, now again you have here a photograph with a caption telling about the story, and the picture gives the reader a snapshot of what happened. So here in this picture we have Snoopy the cat. It looks to be cute and just kind and friendly, but she's not. And I think this is the owner, and we have here I think the owner of the house, they sticked a note, "Beware of the cat." Okay, and then this paragraph, a quote said by the cat owner commenting on the story about her cat. She's saying she feels sorry about the postman, but she can't keep her cat in, or she can't use a leash. She's not a dog. And because of sending the mail to the other house, so she just is fed up with that. Okay, and here we have another quote said by an eyewitness. This is the daughter-in-law, this. And in this paragraph, we have the Royal Mail spokesman commenting on the event. And here, the attacked postman's short comments about the story. Finally, we have in the last paragraph, it's a short quote said by the postman, Mr. Summerfield, and he seems to be embarrassed. Yes? Okay, I think we have finished reading this text and analyzing it.